Assalamualaikum. Ultrasound diagnostics. Here, this is the CBCT of the patient that you had requested. The area of interest is the lower left 8 and its proximity to the inferior alveolar nerve. Now, this is the panoramic view. You can very clearly see the lower left 8 is very closely associated with the inferior alveolar nerve. We're going to show you the transaxial view, which is basically the proximal view. And on the proximal view, you will be able to see that this is exactly where the inferior alveolar nerve is. This is where the wisdom tooth is. As we will move distally, you will be able to see that the inferior alveolar nerve actually gets compressed by the wisdom tooth. So this is where the inferior alveolar nerve is with the orange pointer. I'm going to zoom in. There we go. This is the orange pointer where the inferior alveolar nerve is, and this is where the wisdom tooth is. So wisdom tooth is actually compressing the inferior alveolar canal exactly right here. So there is a very high tendency for damage to the inferior alveolar nerve as a consequence of the. As you can very clearly see that this is where the inferior alveolar nerve is, and as we move distally, it comes very closely associated with the wisdom tooth, and there is a high tendency for the wisdom tooth to, while extraction, can cause damage to the inferior alveolar nerve. This is the axial view, which is the top to bottom view. This is the lower left wisdom tooth. This is the inferior alveolar nerve. As we are moving further down, you will also see that the inferior alveolar nerve comes in very great contact. It's just inferior to the wisdom tooth, and there is compression. On the right hand side also, you can very clearly see that the wisdom tooth is greatly associated with the inferior alveolar nerve. The inferior alveolar nerve is lingually placed but is also compressing, is being compressed by the wisdom tooth on the right hand side as well. Thank you very much. Here you go. This is the sagittal view, and here also you can see that the roots are fused, bulbous, and there's also this is where it compresses with the inferior alveolar nerve right here.